Let's listen to the drama-filled guy weekend that has been last weekend.
Well, it didn't start out. It didn't start out that way. As a matter of fact, on Thursday, just before we left, I found out we weren't going to the Modern Museum because the people that we were going to meet there had suddenly had other commitments that they had to deal with. So instead of driving 3+ hours to Philadelphia,
wasn't burying somebody, was it?
No, taking a body to the museum. Here you go. Fresh one. Good. It's a fresh one.
Shouldn't joke about.
No, it's not that funny. It is funny. Not that funny.
Okay, so they had other commitments. So
we drove 3.5 to 4 hours to get to the New York barrier or the New York border, right there by the city. And I'm sitting there thinking, man, we are making such great time. We're going to get there early and be able to relax. And then we hit New York traffic, and it took us another 3 hours to get out to where the hotel was in, I want to say Ocean Bay, or it's Ocean something where this place was. No, it was the Ocean Bay Hotel, which was real nice. But it took another 3.5 hours to do that last, what normally would have been 45 minutes at most, know, and it's like, where are all you people going?
It's depressing, isn't it? I always find it depressing sitting in traffic, if I'm totally honest.
I hate sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think it gets worse as you get older, if I'm honest.
It probably does. It probably does.
because you realize your life is so much shorter.
Yeah. It's I could be doing so many other things that I enjoy. But no,
when you're young, you just don't notice it, do you?
Yeah, it's who cares? I've got my whole life in front of me. But then you hit your mid 50s, early 60s, and you're like, damn, I'm gonna die soon.
I wish this traffic.
And then I'm gonna end up at the Modern Museum.
Yes, absolutely.
Damn it! That's
something you can look forward to.
Yeah, I'm going to put that in my will. I want my body donated to the Modern Museum because that's where I want to spend my afterlife. So anyway, so we get there and we have a great meal, and big surprise, there's lots of great Italian restaurants in the New York area. I know that will come as a shock to so many people. Who would have known? And we get up the next day and I get an email from StubHub, which is the company that we got the tickets for the Jim Gaffigan concert, saying, oh, your tickets are here. And it was oh, thank God, because that was the last bit that we had to deal with for this trip that we wasn't going to be dealt with before we left. So I download the tickets through this link that goes to Ticketmaster, and this will come in later.
Uh-oh.
And it says it's for the 9:30 show.
Can I just say Ticketmaster, everybody's favorite ticketing website. Yeah.
Who doesn't love Ticketmaster? So it's for the 9:30 show, not the 7 o'clock show, which is what I had wanted. Okay. So I try to call Ticketmaster.
Yeah. I think the same. You get the same response from anybody over here wanting to do that.
Yeah, there is not a number that I know of, and I Googled the hell out of it, that you can call to talk to a real live person. Everything is done through these automated bots that are just so stupid and will not get you where it is you need to go with the problem that you have. So it's okay.
Well, you know why that is, Guy, don't you?
Because they don't want to.
Yes, they in the hope that you'll give up.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I did. And I went to StubHub where I actually talked to a real person. Okay. And the thing was, because this was a resold ticket, because Ticketmaster actually has, in so many other ways, the concession for this venue, the Paramount Theater in Huntington, New York, and so many other places around, I guess, the entire world, that if you get tickets from someone else, they're resold from somebody that got them from Ticketmaster. So this person, Veronica, I think her name was, and that was all that we got. We didn't get last names. We didn't get contact information.
Hi,
of course,
Veronica.
which makes sense. And so I get a hold of StubHub, and they're like, well, this is going to probably take about 24 hours to work out, because they had to contact Veronica, and the show is the next night. This is Friday.
I thought it was
that
same night. Oh, I thought it was the same night.
No. Thank God.
That's kind of pushing it fine. That's pushing
very
it fine,
much so.
Yeah.
So their StubHub, after talking to a real person, unless that was if it wasn't a real person, it was the best AI I have ever spoken with.
Excellent.
We go off on our merry way, and we do some stuff. We go over to Fire Island, which you can't drive too far on before you hit a brick wall. And we go to the Fire Island Lighthouse and blah, 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 do some stuff around Long Island. And we get up the next day. This is now the day of the show. We get up the next day, and we're on our way to the northern part of Long Island, because that was where the Paramount Theater was as compared to where we were staying. And we were going to go to, and we did, the Teddy Roosevelt House, former president of the United States, one of the Vanderbilt houses, and whatever else that we could fit in before we had to start, doing something about the show that night. Yeah. And while I'm driving, I get a call from StubHub, and thank God I had reception where I was. And they're like, well, we've got Veronica on the phone. And of course I can't talk to Veronica. And she's saying that she made a mistake, that those tickets were for the 9:30 show. And I'm like, damn it. And they were like, well, we can cancel them and try to, it's like, no. We drove 6 freaking hours to get up here. And by God, we're going to see Jim Gaffigan tonight, even if it's at 4:00 in the goddamn morning. Okay. So we didn't cancel the ticket. I'm sorry about the curse word, by the way, but I was pretty riled up. So the ticket thing is straightened out, and that was the last bit of drama. And we had a wonderful time in Long Island looking at these houses and stuff. And the show was great, though. You've been to a comedy show?
Yes.
It's not like, for people who haven't and have only been to like rock shows and country western shows, or, whatever kind of music that you prefer shows, the way those usually work is, they're out, they're performing, they say good night, and then they leave the stage, and then everybody claps, and they come back on, and they do it on. It's like, don't do that. Okay. Yeah. I know it's the game. It's the game. It's like, well, you guys have been such a great audience. We're going to play these songs that we were going to play for you anyway.
Because you've been waiting all night for them.
Yeah. The only performance I can think of lately that didn't do that was Ringo Starr. They played their entire set list, said thank you, good night, and all the old guys that were up there on stage basically said, I need a nap, and left the stage.
Yes, precisely. They need to get off so they can have a nap. And actually, it's a long way on your Zimmer frame from the end of the stage.
Well, they did like a 2.5 hour show without a break.
There you go. They were probably going up there,
Though Ringo has COVID. I don't know if you heard about this. So he's unfortunately had to cancel the rest of the show. So Ringo, I know you listen to the podcast.
He does. Yeah. No, he does. He rang
all the former Beatles.
He rang me the other week saying it was a good show. He was looking forward to my solo show as well.
I'm sure he was. And so, we wish Ringo Starr Godspeed and, get better soon. But I mean, that was basically the last bit of drama. But it was weird with a comedy show. When they get done, they're like, okay, thanks. You guys have been great. They put the mic down and they walk off the stage.
Absolutely.
Which is what
and then everybody else can leave.
They get up and they leave. And it was just kind of like, wait a second. Where's the after jokes? Okay. Where's the encore jokes? But no, it doesn't work that way. But we had a wonderful time.
Good.
And we drove home.